Top of the morning to you. Good morning. How you all doing? Welcome back to another episode of God Concept Podcast. Yeah, Sunday morning. Good morning. Um, we're going here speaking very passionately about some things yesterday. Today, like every Sunday, I try to touch on something spiritual, something that means something to me. Um, continuing to move, continuing to, stay on that mission. I'm testing out these new headphones too or something. I ain't trying to do too much. I ain't trying to do a lot. I am trying to remind you to pick this book up, Nature Features. If you don't find it in the free library anywhere, then you can find it. Amazon, Kindle, Barnes & Noble, anywhere literature is sold, that's where my book is available. I've been dropping them in as many book arts in little free libraries around Philadelphia and New Jersey as possible. I got to get some more books. You know what I mean? So if you go read the book, you go scroll through the book or whatever, if you download the book, that's helping me purchase more books so I can put out more physical copies and keep this thing rolling. You know what I mean? I just been, aside from working and trying to do things, in life in general, I just been getting things that I can use for more production and do more production, like as far as apparel, books, music, this podcast, trying to make sure I got the things that I need to be successful in the fields that I'm entering in. We all got that mission. We all got something that we love to do. I love to create, man. Once I felt out, I'm gonna tell you what's been on my mind a lot, and I don't like saying this, but I'm gonna transcend without hatred in my heart, even though my heart is filled with so much hatred due to the fact that everything that I've been through, due to the fact that what I've been through, without any resolution, without any type of, anything. It's like, it make you, let me put it this way, let me slow down and really explain what I'm trying to say. I want to pass on to the next level of life without any hatred in my heart, right? But at the same time, there's a lot of hate that becomes built up, right? When you start thinking about shit, you can even start hating yourself. You start to hate the creator. You start to hate yourself because you're like, why is this the life that the creator intended for me? Why is this the life that I'm in right now when I know that the creator possibly intended better for me? Or is this the shit show that the creator really intended for me to live in? Like, is this the shit show you really intended me and my children to go through? Is this the shit that you know what I mean? You can be in the most beautiful atmosphere in the world, right? But if you're going through trauma, stress on a daily basis, constantly, from different people, of all different walks of life, sometimes you can't even pinpoint where this shit's gonna come from. It's just coming from somewhere. Is this the life you intended? Like, that's what I get pissed off about sometimes. It's like, how you supposed to live in abundance if you're around so much just negativity? Just every day you wake up in a space that's not conducive the way you want to live your life. This is why it's important to live your life the way you want to live your life. Because if you live your life through anybody else, if you live your life doing what somebody else ultimately has to do with their life, your life is going to be null and void. You'll have the stories of somebody else. You would have lived the life of another man or another woman that you chose to cling on to or attach yourself to. That's basically what it, you know what I mean? You can't live life like that. That's not your life. Because at the end of the day, whether you let anybody else know those deep dark secrets or those things that you think at night when you're by yourself, right? You think you're unfulfilled, right? You didn't do what you ultimately wanted to do with your life because you've been chasing somebody else's dreams. You've been chasing somebody else's life. That's the devil. That's the devil. You can make a good life doing something that you weren't supposed to be able to do. I mean, not what it's supposed to be able to do. You can make a good life doing something that wasn't intended for you to do with your life. Don't get me wrong, but you're still going to feel emptiness. You're still going to feel a lack. You're lacking something. You're lacking your energy. You're lacking your essence. You're lacking an experience that you're supposed to have, perhaps. You're lacking something. You have to follow your mission. Even spirituality is all subjective. People get caught up in Christianity, Islam, things like this, and it's all good. It's all good to shape and mold, you know what I mean, and to ground, you know what I mean, to give a person a foundation. Your spirituality, you don't know what your soul believed in before it reincarnated into your body. If you believed in the reincarnation or whatever. But you don't know your soul, your spirit, better than you. It's like, your soul knows you more than you know it. You may think you know your soul, right? But your soul is ultimately controlling you. And you don't know what faith that soul wants to align itself with. You don't know what that soul's belief system was before you had it, before you utilized it to walk and talk and do all the bullshit that you do on a daily basis. You know what I mean? You don't know what that soul goes for. That soul wants you to discover new. That's why you're supposed to seek knowledge. Because in the seeking of knowledge, right, your soul starts to remember things. It's like a muscle memory. It's like you got muscle memory, you got spiritual memory as well. Your spirit remember a lot of things. Akashic records, what all that is, spiritual memory. You gotta allow your soul, your spirit to grow. The day you're born, you're controlled. Your parents telling you what to believe in, you know, telling you what to do, right from wrong. Don't get me wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, right from wrong is a good thing, but anytime you're controlling what a person believes in or how they feel. I remember I was a little boy, and sometimes it would be hot, so I would turn on the AC. It'd be hot in the motherfucker. I turn on the AC. Mom come in. Boy, don't you know it's cold as hell? Turn the AC on. But I'm hot. How could you be hot? It's cold out here. It's cold. Man. How could you tell me how to feel? That's what a parent will try to do to you. That's what a lot of our parents do to you. I don't do that to my children. If it's a little bit hot or whatever, and they told me it's just a little bit hot, and I don't feel like it's hot, but they turned on AC, I can't tell them that it's not hot to their body temperature. That's control. That's a low-key manipulation. And if you let somebody continue to do that, that'll be the things that happen throughout your life. And I noticed that everywhere you go in life, it's a level of control. If you don't want that control, you have to ultimately do the things that you should have been doing from the jump. You know what I mean? Whatever your soul calling is, that's what you got to do. The closer you get to becoming what it is your spirit, your soul wants you to do, right? The closer it is the closer it is you get to freedom. Because you really have no freedom. You really have no freedom. I don't want to be here, you know what I mean, on a Sunday doing a stupid ass podcast, but I am, right? Because I got a point to get across. I got a message that I got to get across. You know, I used to love to do music and things like that, and I still do, but I kind of don't because I'm not doing it from a comfortable place. Is that right? Right? I want to write books, right? But, you know, I don't have everything. So it's something that I have to want to do, right? And after a while of you wanting to do something and you happen to do it in the most strenuous situations, it's like your passion. You just lose your passion for it, right? This happens to so many authors. It's happened to so many podcasters. It's happened to so many musicians. that they just lose a passion for it. No matter what level of talent they can achieve or obtain or anything, they lose a passion for it because they start acting as unobtainable. Because the world don't want some people to obtain some things for whatever reason that is. Now, I ain't in control of it. I'm just dealing with it, and I'm sympathetic to my own plight and to everybody else's plight. But at the same time, man, if y'all really want to change this circumstance, if you really want to change the situation where people are feeling like they can't get ahead, stop trying to restrict people, stop trying to control people, stop, like, just live your fucking life. Don't worry about another person and the life they're living. Don't worry about what they're doing. Don't tell them or try to control them. See, some people gotta check themselves too. Some people sit up there and introduce a control to you, right? And don't even understand that subconsciously something's controlling them to try to control you, right? And ultimately it could cause a conflict. It cause people to not like people anymore. They don't fuck with them no more. It could cause an exchange of words. You know, that could cause, you know, people actually fist fighting and shit like that. And it's intentional. It's intentional. You know what I mean? The devil plays through all of us. That's why I'm starting to believe that the Creator and Satan is one and the same, right? I mean, I'm trying to get ahead, I can't get ahead. But if I'm trying to get ahead in the avenue of getting a job and being a fucking robot, another cog in the machine, then I'm able to get ahead easily in these realms. Like, you know what I mean? I could get a job for a minute. I was blackballed from getting a job, right? Because they wanted me to become a crackhead or a drug addict or whatever the case may be and go through all this hardship. Because I got a lot of things in place, legal things in place, right? So they fucked my life up for a while. And they still, they softened the blows a bit, but they're still introducing little obstacles that I have to get over. Because this world is not what you think it is, right? I'm gonna just say that because I don't want to go too deep into it. This world ain't what you think it is. There's systematic consistencies in this world, and we can make believe and pretend that Big Brother's not always around watching somewhere over your shoulder or something. It's like Big Brother's always there. It's always somebody. You know what I mean? There's always something. There's always this system or that system, or this person or that person. It's just, you know, everything that's done in the dark comes to light. One day you'll see. You know? One day you'll see. I know this. That's why I don't even, like, to be honest with you, I don't take people, like my relationships with people, I take them very lightly. I don't hold anybody in high regard. I don't give anybody a certain title. I don't give anybody certain responsibilities at all. You know what I mean? Especially for people that's not my children. If they not my children, you know what I mean? I can't control this person. Even when I was with my wife in a household, in a successful household who was, you know, thriving and everything before she cheated and did what the fuck she did and everything. We had a household that was very much progressive. You know what I mean? In a way, yeah, it was hard because she wasn't working and everything, but it was very much a family unit. But, you know, once somebody's mind or thoughts become distorted, polluted, perverted, or whatever the case may be, by outside influences or by their own influence, by their own thoughts and their own hang-ups that they have about themselves and what they think and perceive things to be, there you go. You know? Something that was so good and godly and right, you know what I mean, that was ordained by God. Because when you get married under God, right, legally, right? How could that go wrong? How can something that's under God go wrong? That's because it's not really, it's another control. It's just another control. So all it is another control. It's another path for you to go down, for you to be stuck in this fucking rut of life. A lot of us figure it out and a lot of us don't. This is why a lot of people choose to have children when they're well in their 30s, well in their 20s and things like this. Because you have a path, man. And the more baggage you have, and I hate to say it, but children are baggage. I love my baggage though. But at the same time, they get on my nerves real quick. But at the same time, that's extra things you got to worry about. That's extra reasons that you have not to accomplish certain missions. Because when you got a certain focus, when you got a certain goal in mind, and you got people with you that don't believe in this goal, or they don't have the same focus or drive or passion about something that you have, it's going to be so hard to accomplish it because you're pulling dead weight. You're pulling dead weight. You're dragging them along on your journey. That's what you do when you have a family. Man, you gotta pull them all along with you. That's why a lot of people in the industry, right? They leave their family. They leave their family. One more, Keenan and Kel, they left their family for 8 years. Left. Didn't say a word. Didn't hear from them. Nothing. Because he knew what he had to do. He had a mission. He had something he wanted to accomplish. And whatever organization or whatever brother he got with to let him know how to get there, told him, you gotta let everything go and focus mainly on that. It's gonna hurt. It hurt like a motherfucker. But you have to. I'm not built like that. I can't just relocate and leave my children and try to pursue a dream or a passion without them. You know what I mean? Once they're there, once they're in the picture, they're in the picture. Now my situation and circumstance now is I've been pushed out the picture because of shit that I was going through in Philadelphia. Shit that my family is involved with, shit that they put me through, and it is what it is. Different things. But yeah. It's my life. It's the one that someone written for me to live. Someone written for me to walk this path. But I don't know what the next turn might be. I don't know what the next turn of the page of this fucking book might be. I don't know. I know I'm gonna do my damnedest best to continue to try to dictate what the next chapter is in my life. Because I don't like the fact that someone written my story so fucked up if they did. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy that somebody could just, or a being or a higher power or whatever, could just predetermine what your life is going to do. Not only that, who would follow through with such shit? Like, who would? It's all in the subconscious. It's an act. It's a script that you follow without even knowing you're following. Giving orders, instructions in your subconscious from somewhere to hinder, to impede, to block, or to agitate certain people. And niggas don't even know how to block that shit out. Niggas just go right along with it. Niggas are so blessed. Niggas are so fucking blessed. I'm gonna tell you why, because they're ignorant. Ignorance is bliss. But now I know why they say ignorance is bliss. Because if you're going with that thought, that notion, to even do or say some stupid shit when you know it's not relevant or it's not for no reason, right? You get blessed for that. Because you're doing devil's work. God's work, right? The creator's work. If one is the same, and a voice will emanate in your mind and your subconscious to tell you to do anything. Throw some water on the floor. Make this nigga fall. When he about to sit down, pull his chair, make it fall. You know what I mean? When this happens, it's still a shit. You know what I mean? When that happens, you know you're not doing the right thing. You know what I mean? When you say some dumb shit to somebody that you know they don't want to hear. You know what I mean? What put that in your mind to say? The devil made me do it? How did the devil get there? How did the devil get in your fucking mind? How did the devil get to tell you all types of crazy shit to do with your life? Crazy shit to do to somebody else? How did he get there? Who put him there? Was it the creator? Are you sure? Or was it when you was a baby, these motherfuckers took you away from your mother, put a microchip in your mind or something like that in the fucking back of your head or something so they could be able to talk to you subconsciously? Like CIA and FBI people do. Because it's all about control. They want to control you. Shit is a Rorschach test. You faith in yourself, man. Sometimes having faith in the Creator is the only thing that can survive. It's having faith in yourself. You have to. Yeah. I know the podcast just paused. I hope it did restart everything that I was doing because it's just goofy, man. As soon as I started to give y'all that message, the call came through. Person never called me. Out of the blue. Boop. Call came up. Shit don't be no coincidence. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This shit do not be a coincidence. They got all of us tapped, and we think it's just these fucking devices. No, it's our mind too. These motherfuckers got our mind tapped. They got mind taps on us. That shit hurts. That shit hurts. To know that somebody could fuck with your reality, somebody could fuck with your mind, somebody could alter the way you live your life. Yeah, that shit hurts. I don't give a fuck how normal your life is, or how you live your life, or whether you just get to live this nice, slow, mediocre life, right? And you get everything, you don't have no problems with credit scores, 750 or whatever. You got the little apartment and shit. You got everything is situated, right? When you realize that somebody else, like, could control all that, it's like, maybe you might feel better about it. But anytime you feel that control and everything not where it's like, why? Why they get this and I don't? Why do my control get you fucked up and theirs don't? Why do I gotta, like, why do I go through what I go through but they don't? See what I'm saying? It's different. What's the difference about me? Who are you? Difference is your soul. Difference is your environment, the people you grow up around, your skin color, your path in life is different. But you shouldn't be treated any different. Every human being is a human being no matter what. You know what I mean? We all here. We all gotta live this life the best way we can. We all trying to, you know what I mean? At least for the most part, if you're not trying to get the most out of life or you live your life, you know what I mean, in the best way, then just go to prison, go to jail, whatever. Well, we got places for people like that. I don't even know how long this podcast has been because somebody called me and we set up my time. So that was at like 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Also, I've been listening to Chance the Rapper new album. It came out. It's called Dreamtopia or something like that. Fire. Yeah. I don't answer texts. If I don't answer texts, but yeah, Juicy J got a fire album that's out, going crazy. Um, yeah, man. Yeah. I had to cut this podcast short. I gotta see what this call is about. At the same time, it's a level of control. I mean, I don't be lying about this shit. It just happens so fast and so swift that a lot of people just can't understand it or can't grasp what's really going on. Even being in the fucking shelter, they just want to monitor. They watch it all the time. That's all they do. They put you in places, put you in situations where they can just watch you, monitor you from this. Yeah. But yeah, thank y'all for your support. Thank you for continuing to check me out. Check out the podcast. Check out the music. Check out the books. More coming soon. Devising new plans and new ways to come up with new content all the time. It's all about productivity. It's all about growth. You know what I mean? So, thank you for watching God Concept Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Pagan. Peace.